All right, people, lesson. And in this video, I want to show you how you can use a platform, one of the best platforms I have seen to land international development jobs or consultancies. All right, and this platform, there are a few different platforms, but this video is focused on one of them, and maybe in subsequent videos, I'll look at some of the other ones. So this one is developmentaid.org, developmentaid.org. And this is the home page here. So you can see developmentaid.org. And it says business intelligence for development. And yeah, so let's go into it. I have an account, so I'm going to log in, sign in, and my email address and password is already stored in there. So I'm going to sign in here. And you can have a free account, and we'll talk about that. Oh, seems like there's a problem here. Ooh la la. Okay, let's go back. What's going on? Okay. So this is not the actual landing page. This is okay. So you come to my dashboard. This is my profile. All right. So when you log in, it takes you to your profile. If you've not been in, maybe you need to go. So let me sign out. I'll come back here, but let me sign out here and take you to the registration. So you can register for free. You can register as an expert, as an organization, or funding agency. What's the difference? If you're an individual and you're looking for consultancies or you're looking for a job, then you're definitely an expert. If you are an NGO, or a consulting firm, then you want to register as an organization. Now, you could be an expert and you have your business registered, your consulting business registered. And so in that case, you could register as an organization. And if you're a funding agency, like the UN agencies or, World Bank, then this is where they will register. But realistically, for you guys, you will be mostly here or sometimes here if you run an NGO, or you want to take your consulting from just you and bring other consultants on board. So in today, let's register as an expert. So you click that, and then here you type in your full name, you create a password, and then I already have an account, so I don't want to go through that process, but you just follow the processes and you get to the end and you will have an expert account created. So once that expert account is created, then now you can go ahead and sign in, which I'm now doing. So when you sign in, it takes you to your expert profile. Now I've already built out my profile. As you can see, it has my full name. I have a professional membership, my citizenship, the languages I speak, the highest degree I have, and my sectors of experience. So you see youth, institutional development, capacity building, small and medium enterprise, and private sector. So those are the three areas that I have my areas of my expertise. Okay, I could add a fourth, which would be labor market and employment, actually. And so I should add that because I do a lot of career development work, some of which we're doing now. So the fourth will be labor. So if you can see here, you can add up to 7 specializations. And that's because the international development sector is really interconnected. So they don't expect that you only have one area of specialization. So that's why you can have up to 7, and mostly they'll all be related. So now I'll add labor market and employment because I also do career counseling, career guidance and coaching. All right, so that's the profile. Now, when you look at it, you want to do an about. So if you see my about here, it says skilling development, implementation of workforce development, business management, and business advisory services, 15 years of experience in regional awareness in Anglophone West Africa. I should put and North America. and then, you know, experience with blah, 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 blah. Basically highlighting the areas of experience and some of the organizations that I've worked for, and some of the results that I've achieved over my career. All right, so that's the summary part there. And then you want to go ahead and build your CV. So once you've added all your information, your job information, you can start to build your CV. Today, we're not going to go into the CV generation. When you first create your profile, you fill in all your details. You can use this tool to generate your CV for the different donors, okay? That's one of the things, one of the beauties of this platform that other platforms do not have. The World Bank has a different way they want their CV. The UN has a different way they want their CV. The African Development Bank has a different way they want their CV. So, and the EU also has its own CV template. So if you look here, what you do is you come here to their database, to the advanced database, that's Development Aid's advanced database. And when you click on it, it allows you to build your profile, all right? Based on what you enter in the advanced database for development aid, you are then, okay, so this is no, I'm sorry. So this database is for people who have submitted already. So you want to go to the default database, your current profile. Okay, so this is my current profile, all right? And you can update this profile by attaching your account, you know, your most recent CV. You can develop your own CV and then you update your profile. And what they'll do is the folks who work there, so this is, you know, where you do that and then you notify them, and then they will populate all the different CV templates for you. So here now I have my CV in the Development Aid format, in the European Commission format, in the African Development Bank format, in the Advanced Database format, in the World Bank format, the Asian Development Bank format as well, okay? So by just updating my CV to them, they're able to generate it in the different formats. And that saves you a lot of time as, you know, an employee or a consultant who's looking for opportunities, all right? So that's the CV generation tool there. So I want to come back now and look for jobs, because that's the focus of this video, how to find job opportunities. In a subsequent video, we could look at the settings, we could look at the newsletter and all of those things, but today we're not going to go there. So there are two areas you want to look at when you're looking for jobs on this platform. One is the jobs section, and the other is the funding section. And I'll show you the difference, right? So let's start with the job section. The job section is where you will find more of the opportunities, or even most of them. And currently there are 7,759 jobs published. And what you want to do is to come here and click the advanced filter. And let's say you have, maybe you're a procurement specialist, or you come with maybe 5 years of experience in procurement, right? So let's see if we can find procurement or supply chain management, something to that effect. All right, so we got procurement here, right? Now, you may not have any organization that you want to work for in particular, but you probably know that you want a job that will allow you to work in English. So you select English as your language. And so you enter English. And where do you want to work? Do you want to work in a specific country, or do you want to work in a region? Okay. So if you want to work within, if you're open to work in in a particular region, but no specific country. So let's say, you know, most of my audience is African. So let's put Africa, right? So you want to work in Africa. And what kind of job are you looking for? You're open to anyone at this moment, right? So you could do a short-term contract up to 4 months, or you also open to a mid-term contract, which is between 4 and 12 months. You open to a long-term contract that's more than 12 months, or you even open to a permanent position, all right? And you know what, let's add other, you know, whatever other means, let's see what comes up. And even if there's a volunteer opportunity, you know, let's see. Sometimes you build the experience. Okay, Now, you do not have up to 20 years experience. So let's say you have 10 years experience. So we want to bring the experience bar down to 10. And what else? So for now, we'll leave it at that and we click search. And when we click search, let's see how many jobs pop up. 39. So there are 39 procurement related jobs across Africa. And you have procurement auditor in Kenya, you have supply chain assistants in Ethiopia, you have, all right, so this one, the P4 is an international position with UNICEF supply and logistics manager in Niger. You have a senior relations operations associate in Madagascar. You have a buyer team leader for the entire Africa region for the ICRC. So you begin to see the different positions that are out there. All right, business development director, procurement assistant, you know. So these are the jobs, okay? Some of them 12 months or more, some of them permanent position. Some procurement officer, Cameroon, requires less than 1 year experience. Some require minimum 5-year experience. Administrative officer, procurement support, 2 years experience in Nigeria. You know, so these are the different positions, okay? Now, what you want to do is to click on the one that interests you and you read more about it. Now, if you don't have the time, maybe right now you're just researching to find the ones that you're interested in, you can just click add to favorites, and then later on you can come and check your favorites and review them, all right? So that's how you find opportunities that are available from the job setting. When you come to the funding, it's almost the same, and sometimes people will put them more in the funding as consultancies. And so when you come to funding, you have more funding opportunities. And the same thing, you just come here to the advanced filter. This time around, you can keep your, obviously you keep your location, Africa, your category, you're looking for consulting services, maybe. Or non-consulting services, like a contract but not consulting, and you want open, and you're looking for individual opportunities. And it doesn't matter who is the funding agency, I'm assuming, but your sector, again, you say you want procurement, right? So we find procurement, and we click on that, and we search. Now, here you have 9 additional opportunities, all right? So you have programming for improvement of governance. These guys are looking for procurement expert for an international opportunity in Botswana, okay? Here, they're also looking for junior procurement officer in Angola, all right? And you have rural small town water security project procurement specialist in Mozambique. This is in Mali, and that's in French. You have procurement admin, ADD in Cote d'Ivoire. In Angola, you have senior procurement specialist. Now, most of these procurement specialist roles requires a minimum 10 years experience. Officers, you can find 8 years experience, but from my experience, to get a position as a procurement specialist, you require a minimum 10, and usually they prefer 15 years of experience in that space. And it's one of the high-paying positions or consultancies you can find, especially with donors like the World Bank and the African Development Bank. Because as a procurement specialist, you're responsible for millions of dollars of procurement, and they want somebody who they pay you well so that you're not tempted to compromise procedures or processes. And obviously, you want to come with a high degree of integrity. So that's from the procurement side, and you can use that. You know, if you want to do something, let's say in programming, you know, program or resource management, you can follow the same process and search and see what options are there. You have project implementation unit director, you have microfinance advisory, you have project coordinator, all right, project manager, again. So these are the ways you find projects to apply for. All right. So that's the Development Aid platform. Now there are different membership levels. There are actually three or four membership levels we're going to see. So there are 4 membership levels. There's a free one, which can give you some good information. But then there's the basic, which gives you more information. Professional, which I have, it gives you access to more jobs. It gives you access to the organization profiles, shortlisted organizations, and a lot of things. And then there's the ultimate, the Professional Plus, which also gives you access to grants for individuals, as well as organization awards, for your NGO. So if you have an NGO, you can use that. I mean, they're quite pricey at 149 euros, 299 euros, and 399 euros. But if you look at the potential return, if you should land one job here, and this is for a year. So within a year's time, if you've just gotten one opportunity, you will recover that cost multiple times, obviously. So this is the Development Aid platform, and I wanted to share about today. In another video, I will look at another platform, but I hope this helps you as you look forward to expanding your horizons in the world of development consulting. Until next time, my name is Dan Maxwell Jr., wishing you love, peace, and happiness.